Okay. Today also what happened in the court. Witness ZZD was, was the witness in today's court hearing, and at the same time, he was asked by the prosecution team that the violence that occurred in the Owerri, prison, was being, instigated by Nnamdi Kanu, and this, caused, panic in the court. What's your take as regards this?
Thank you for having me this morning. Sincerely speaking, I want to tell you the fighting against Nnamdi Kanu is just a waste of time. Why do I have to say this is that you could see this evidence they are bringing before the court are the same thing. Senior Justice Ezekweme, who trashed all this thing, won it against the federal government under Buhari, who kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria, was the same thing these people are presenting. And that's why I have said this initially, that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is wasting Nigerian resources money. Why are you bringing the same evidence that Mark Ezekweme have defeated the federal government under Buhari government? You are bringing the same thing. So for me, it's just a waste of time. Nnamdi Kanu instigate war in a way. It's just waste of, there's no proof. Come to look at it. The one that they just won the DSS, whereby they say, the NSAS in Lagos here, that Nnamdi Kanu is the one that instigated the NSAS protest, he bombed police station. The judge asks in his own wisdom, where are the evidence of this what you are claiming? Court does not deal they deal with facts and evidence. So for me, I think this is just a waste of time. So many people who have think that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is trying to use Nnamdi Kanu to play politics. It's a tactics to delay him, to delay maybe promptly to elections. He will release them. I think that is what is going on now. Because for me, all this evidence they are bringing before the court are meaningless. It does not hold water. It does not hold water in the sense that the major thing the Nigerian government need to focus on are these Fulani herdsmen who are terrorizing Nigeria today as we speak. As we speak today now, these Fulani herdsmen now are making life unbearable for people in Nigeria. Come to think of it, if you are in Lagos, moving from Lagos to Abuja now is a war. You can't hear it because you are afraid of Fulani men are coming after you to kidnap you, to fire people. Look at the cost of food in Nigeria today. People can no longer eat. People can no longer eat now because people are not going to farm anymore. It's because of the reason why you see that food is very expensive in Nigeria. So when you come to look at all this, and now the federal government are channeling their energy in Nnamdi Kanu Sabwekpa, you could see that this is just a waste of time. Focus on people who are causing more danger to Nigeria. As we speak, Nnamdi Kanu is being accused of different things now, which the court have not seen any evidence with fact in all these things they are doing. So for me, federal government to focus on what is happening in Nigeria and leave Nnamdi Kanu alone. As we speak now, look at the video that is trending now, where Nigeria armies are not dialoguing with the Fulani bandits. Bayero now, one of the popular Fulani herdsmen now, is threatening Nigeria government that they should stop addressing them as a terrorist. Like they address them as a terrorist, they will continue causing mayhem in Nigeria. So you can see all this threat and all that. You see federal government, they are folding their hands. I've said it time without number. Buhari hate Igbos. Buhari came to revenge the Biafra war, knowing that Biafra will have won the war against Nigeria. But because of the British who is making Nigeria, who have called other countries, Russia, to fight Biafra, that make Nigeria government to defeat Biafra, was what Buhari came in to unleash his anger on the Biafra. That is why every average Igbo all over the world, you watch this my video, share it massively to your contact. Share it massively. I have tell you that no, you don't need anybody, any prophet to tell you that this country hates Nigeria. When Omowore came out and said that there is an agreement between Fulani and Yoruba that Igbo man will not rule Nigeria, do you think it's plain? If it's plain, I will have tell you that the federal government will have forced Omowore to come and prove it. But they know that what Omowore is saying is truth. And that's why you can see federal government are not going to Omowore. As we speak today now, let's agree now that there is an agenda, there is an agreement that Fulani and Yoruba say Igbo man will not become a president. Who is the middleman? Who make them to sign the agreement? It is the British. The day Igbo man will rule this country, Nigeria will be liberated from the hand of the British. Until the war will come to an end, the best Igbo man can do is to exist from this country, because they will never allow them to become a president of Nigeria. And if you see everything now, the reason why they are putting Nnamdi Kanu in this torture, in this thing, is because Nnamdi Kanu is ready to liberate his people. What is the sin of Nnamdi Kanu? Nnamdi Kanu come and conduct referendum in the southeast. If the majority of the southeast said they want to remain in Nigeria, answer up, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will return back. We don't have Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot force anybody to leave Nigeria. But if you conduct referendum and majority people say we are going because we have been marginalized, we have been put aside, we have been left over, then so be it, allow us to go. We have Wazobia in Nigeria. The Igbo, the Yoruba, the Hausa. Now Igbo Wazo have been removed. Oh, the only thing we have now was Wazobia has been removed. Wazo is what we have now, which is the Yoruba and the Hausa. So these people, in all honesty, they have every right to say they want to exit from Nigeria because they have been marginalized for so long. After the Biafra war, we have got one called the Igbo. But once see all the whole money of people there, use it. At the end of it, they were giving them 30 pounds. People who have £1,000,000, they seize it, they give them. At the end of it, this same set of people, they came back, they were much stronger than the Hausas. They were much stronger in Yorubas, in terms of economy in Africa. Why are you still hold grudges against them? And that's why I insist that if Tinubu want to be fair for this judgment, he should invite Buhari, Malami, and what is it called? Lai Mohammed, Igige, the rest of them, let them go and face trial. How they kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria. Without all this name, I call for you to try. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, with due respect, is wasting Nigeria's taxpayer money. Many people are hungry. Children cannot go to school. Every day, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu goes court. Millions of naira has been budgeted, wasting on this thing. We have major things that we need to attend to. So for this, you will agree with me, the viewer. Drop your question or your comment. Share this video massively. Like this video because the gospel must be preached.
Okay, but one of the point that was raised in the court was when the witness did it. He said that what he raided the ASN camp, there in the southeast, and what they found was alarming. That they found heads of human beings and what saw ESN eating human beings. They were eating human beings, but I don't think there were video of this or proof of this. And at the same time, he also said what a certain man, called Onyami, said the Nnamdi Kanu ordered for 2,000 call for that Nnamdi Kanu called told the ESN to get 2,000 head, but they were able to get 30 head. But do you not think? But this was a publication from Vanguard. They didn't bring their own evidence. What do you think? What's your take as regards this?
I've said time without number that Justice Omotosho, the senior judge who is in the charge of this case, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is a big fish. As it is now, Biafra is now a global issue. It's not an issue that Nigeria think is only them that is involved. The world is watching what is transpiring, what is happening in the court on a daily basis. As we speak now, the United States of America, they are watching what is happening. In Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, Donald Trump, Putin of this world, the rest of the world, who believe in the sovereignty, who have fought for their referendum, fought for their freedom, they know what is going on. So as we speak right now, all this thing they are bringing, there's no evidence. Where is the evidence that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ordered for 2,000 heads? And we're able, see, all these things are fabricated lies that without no evidence to prove. I can come as well today and say, oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu send me to go and do this and do that. Where is the proof? So for me, for crying out loud, these people are just wasting people's time. All the one that DSS has done brought max space people to come and testify against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Where is the evidence? Most of them are being asked questions they cannot answer properly. Most of them, what is the law that is guiding for? What is the law? They were asking the guy, one of the DSS that was marked to speak against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They were asking you were aware that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu were bring from Kenya unlawfully to Nigeria. What is the law guiding? How many days can somebody who has been brought to stay with you? The guy could not have an answer to give. It is to tell you that they just went randomly pick people from the east, from the southeast, and pay them money and pay them to come and testify against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. How will you say it if they cannot justify what they have come from? And that's why you are seeing even the DSS are denying that they don't know Mazi Nnamdi Kanu whereabouts. And this is why I still go back. We have Buhari still alive. Malami is still alive. Malami once said, the video is still on the public domain, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu we saw with weapon and let him come and testify to the court and bring the proof that there are AK-47 they saw with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When it's the same court now telling us that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not found weapon. Now they are telling us that the radio Biafra he brought is now the atomic bomb. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu secretly bring to Nigeria? Why are we doing like this? As we speak now, we are seeing videos that are flying in the public domain where people are dropping weapons for Fulani herdsmen in the bush to terrorize us in the south here. They have not paid attention to this. Why is it Igbo? What is the sin of Igbo in Nigeria? If you don't want Igbo to be, allow them to go. Igbo just have 5 states because they be marginalized. Part of them were called to the middle belt, part of them were called to the south. Most of the south region are Igbos, but one allow him to be used by British, and they divided, they cut Igbo, they marginalized them for 5 states. Out of that 5 states, let them allow the 5 states to go. We have 36 states plus the FCT, which is 37 in Nigeria, for crying out loud. If you remove 5, how many will remain? It will remain 31 with Abuja. Is there 31 not enough to form a country? Allow these 5 people to go and manage themselves. The few politicians in the southeast cannot determine whether there will be a referendum in the southeast or not. Because this set of people, they are there for their personal pocket. They are there for their personal gain. And that's why you can see somebody like Odi Kalu, Alaji, Odi Kalu now will tell you that I am not a politician, I'm a businessman. This is a man who has been a governor of Abia State for 8 years. A man who has been a senator for how many years? But he will tell you in the public without any fear, say I'm not a politician. If you are not a politician, who are you? What is your business? What are you doing in the National Assembly? All your life, what business have you done that make you to acquire money? What Odi Kalu and Theology could not do 16 years is what Alesoti is doing for 2 years. So for you to see that Nigerian politicians, they are there for their selfish reason. It doesn't matter where they come from, whether you are a Yoruba politician, Igbo politician, Hausa politician, they are there for their own personal interest. And as I tell you that if Nigeria were to be a country who value leadership, who value people who have an IQ, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will have been treated like egg today. Because everything he has talked about the Fulani herdsmen, marginalization, jihadists, everything has come to pass. Look at the case, what is going on in Benue right now. 200 people were murdered. They were not just murdered, they were burnt to ashes. Beyond recognized, the people who not recognize that. The worst part of it, children were involved in this thing. They were in this is the genocide of it all. Even the Israel and Iran that are throwing bombs for themselves. The casualty people who have died are not up to this number that told you. Israel and Hamas that have been fighting over going to 2 years now, people they have died compared to people who have died in Benue in 6 months now cannot be compared to the number. Russia and Ukraine that have been bombing themselves over 3 years now. Check the number of people who have died in Russia and in Ukraine cannot be compared to the number of people that have died for 2 years of Bola Ahmed Tinubu in Nigeria to speak. Who have done this one to us? Who have been with us? When you talk, some group of people will tell you that Nigeria is non-negotiable. To hell with whoever will tell you that Nigeria is non-negotiable. The vision is the solution. Since they don't want to restructure it, divide everybody, divide this country, let everybody go on their peaceful way. Because as it is now, currently right now, everything is falling apart in Nigeria. Fulani now believe that they own Nigeria. Nigeria belongs to them. These people, they are no number, are not up to 5 million. As we speak right now, these are people.
Mahauda, Lakarua, Ansaru, and herdsmen terrorists. God should at least invite Buhari to tell us the reason why he actually proscribed the Igbo man as terrorist in Nigeria. So what I'm seeing here is, due to political hanky-panky or higgledy going on in Nigeria, Tinubu is bent on twisting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's charges to know if he could push out cheat out of it. They'll be pressing and pressing. They want him to stool. By the time Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stool now, cheat come out. They will say, we have succeeded. Kanu did that. But you can see all the allegations they are coming forward with have been struck out. They are all valueless. He's not holding. Because Kanu is doing his normal business. It is the right of every citizen to do what? Agitate for self-determination. And if you try to stop them, you are invading on their what? Privacies and, constitutional rights. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu actually has done it again.
But a lot of people have come out and said that, why is this even case going on in the first place? Because looking at the way Nnamdi Kanu was brought into Nigeria, it look as if this is a kidnap case that the government should release and won't be paying, compensating him. That why are Justice Omotosho even going on with this even with this case that Nnamdi Kanu was brought in and Nigeria broke the United Nations law? What's your take as a guy?
I think I don't see James Omotocho as a good man. The question you asked me now has actually propelled my suspicion. Yes. Suspecting James Omotocho as a government agent. Tinubu planted him there after speaking Yoruba to him to go and nail Mazin and the Kano. And I can see Omotocho doing nothing. Because Omotocho is not the law. Yes, what he's just doing there is he is dancing around. Yes, to the Fulani costumes. The Fulanis are beating the drums, he's dancing. And at the end of the day, Mazin and the Kano is going to outsmart him. Omotocho is a Yoruba man. And we know Yoruba man, how Yoruba man is. Omotocho is not going to tell the whole world the truth today. Or when next time Nnamdi Kanu appears in the court. It is the same dancing around. Pule, serious, serious, pule, mago. That is what I know Omotocho is doing there. But I have this good message to him. That anytime you raise what belongs to a little pikin, little child, time shall come when your hands or hand aches you. If it begin to ache or pain you, you are going to bring down your hands to the reach of the innocent young child. Kanu has actually proven to the whole world that he's an erudite lawyer up to the international level. What James Omotocho is doing there is just provocative, highly provocative, because Mazin Nnamdi Kanu has right now to injure anybody in the courts of law. Why? They are coming forward with fake allegations, fake testimonies, fake witnesses. Who are the masked men? Nobody has been able to tell me, give me the right answer. The masked men are fake testifiers. They are merchants of doom. They are merchants of injustice. They are merchants of marginalization. They are not no good people among them. They should do something right now so that it will escalate into another program that we witnessed in 1966 and 1967. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu actually is innocent as charged.
Yes. I saw a picture trending online where there was strong security at the entrance of the court, there in Abuja. But from the look of things, it's as if the government don't have any intention to free, not even intention to free Nnamdi Kanu from what is being purported. Do you think that the government will let go of Nnamdi Kanu come after June?
It's a risk of government of the day not to free Nnamdi Kanu, because anything can happen. I repeat it again, it's a great risk, big one, to play that kind of game with an Igbo man. See, let me tell you, the whole Igbos in diaspora can fight the whole Africa. Join together. Nigeria is too small to the Igbos. They are asking us to come accompany them for another pogrom. And if it develops, into full escalation, I think Tinubu will run. He's just playing game. I'm Jagaban. Jagaban Nesisi. Jagaban Nense. Tinubu is playing game. Jagaban Nesisi couldn't have been, messing Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, the Igbo nation. Comparing to the situation Tinubu is now, is he happy? The food that Tinubu is eating now, is it sweetening him? Is it delicious to his own taste? This is a finished man, a man that is finished. Try to truncate tarnish another person's destiny. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is winning. The winning streak is still ongoing. And you can see James Omotocho, he is tired. Because frankly speaking, there's no case in this matter. Mazin Nnamdi Kanu has no case. Yes, I'm saying it from the bottom of my heart. Kanu has no case whatsoever to be repeating on and on, going to court. It is alarmingly, indicting on the side of the federal government that an innocent man is being witch hunted, while those that are culpable of committing, act of inhumanity of man against fellow man, act of terrorism in Nigeria, act of sponsorship of insurgency in the north are going freely in Nigeria, while the man that predicted the insurgency, the Boko Haram, the Fulani herders, Mahamuda, Lakruwa, and so on and so forth, is suffering in jail. That is the situation Nigeria is. Nigerian government has been bent on telling lies to Nigerians. Lies in the morning, lies in the afternoon, lie every year, lie every month that comes and goes.